Hello and welcome to Mirror Mind, the channel where we dive deep into the complex world of narcissistic personality disorder. In today's episode, we're exploring a topic that often flies under the radar yet affects so many people in quiet, confusing ways. We're talking about covert narcissism, the silent manipulator. This episode is going to be longer and deeper than usual because covert narcissism isn't just less obvious, it's more complicated, more subtle, and often far more damaging than we realize. So grab a drink, get comfortable, and let's begin. Before we go into the covert type, let's do a quick recap. When most people think of a narcissist, they imagine someone loud, arrogant, flashy, someone who dominates the room, constantly seeks attention, and always talks about themselves. That's what we call overt narcissism, the obvious kind. But narcissism isn't always loud. In fact, some narcissists don't brag. They don't seem confident. They may appear shy, quiet, or even anxious. They may present themselves as victims, overly sensitive, or just misunderstood. This is covert narcissism that wears a disguise. And that's what makes it so dangerous. So what exactly is covert narcissism? Covert narcissism is a subtype of narcissistic personality disorder. The core traits are still there: deep insecurity, a need for validation, lack of empathy, and a fragile self-image. But the way they show up is different. Instead of demanding praise, covert narcissists might seek sympathy. Instead of bragging, they subtly fish for reassurance. Instead of exploding with anger, they may use passive aggression, guilt trips, or silent treatment. Their manipulation is quiet. Their control is indirect. And because they don't look like narcissists, they often go unnoticed for a long time. Let's go over some common signs or traits that show up in people with covert narcissism. 1. Hypersensitivity to criticism. They may react strongly to even the mildest feedback, not with anger, but with withdrawal, sulking, or playing the victim. 2. Passive-aggressive behavior. Rather than confronting things directly, they might use sarcasm, subtle jabs, or emotional withdrawal to express their discontent. 3. Victim mentality. They constantly feel wronged, misunderstood, or unappreciated even when they're the ones causing harm. 4. Low-key superiority. They might act humble, but underneath it, they often believe they're more special, more sensitive, or more intelligent than others. 5. Guilt tripping. They may make others feel guilty for not meeting their unspoken expectations or needs. 6. Lack of accountability. When confronted, they often deflect blame, make excuses, or turn the issue around on the other person. If you're nodding along, thinking, I know someone exactly like this, you're not alone. Here's where covert narcissists become especially manipulative because their tactics are often invisible. They may use silent treatment *** to punish and control. Act like a victim *** to avoid responsibility and gain sympathy. Make subtle comparisons *** to lower your self-esteem. Offer backhanded compliments *** that leave you confused. Shift blame *** so that everything feels like it's your fault. Feign insecurity *** to get reassurance, which feeds their ego indirectly. These behaviors are hard to spot, especially when they're wrapped in vulnerability. You may find yourself second-guessing everything, wondering if you're the problem. That's how covert manipulation works. It disorients, drains, and destabilizes. Let's break this down with some relatable situations. Example 1. The guilt tripper ***. You forget to respond to their message one day. Instead of just saying, hey, I was waiting on your reply, they say, I guess I just care more about this friendship than you do. It's always me reaching out. Now you're apologizing and trying to comfort them, even though they could have just asked a simple question. Example 2. The insecure genius ***. They say things like, no one ever recognizes how deep I am, or people just can't handle someone who thinks differently. They frame themselves as underappreciated, but what they're really doing is asking to be admired without having to say it out loud. Example 3. The martyr ***. They'll do something for you, maybe even something you didn't ask for, then bring it up later to make you feel guilty. After everything I've done for you, this is how you treat me? These patterns can be hard to see when you're in them, but once you spot them, you can't unsee them. Now let's talk about what's going on inside them. Despite appearing fragile or modest, covert narcissists are driven by the same core as overt narcissists. Deep insecurity, intense shame, and an unquenchable thirst for validation. They feel invisible, unseen. Like they're special, but the world just refuses to recognize it. This creates resentment, envy, and a passive-aggressive approach to life. Rather than fight for attention openly, they manipulate to get what they need. And the scary part? Many of them don't even realize they're doing it. They live in a cycle of feeling unseen, manipulating for validation, pushing people away, feeling even more unseen. If you've been close to a covert narcissist, whether it's a partner, friend, parent, or coworker, you may have experienced chronic self-doubt, emotional exhaustion, feeling guilty for things you didn't do, a sense that something's always off but you can't explain why, loss of confidence or identity. Being around a covert narcissist can feel like emotional quicksand. You keep trying to fix things, please them, explain yourself, only to end up more confused and drained. This is a tough one. Change is possible, but rare, and it requires deep self-awareness, willingness to face shame, and consistent therapeutic work. Most covert narcissists don't seek help because they don't see themselves as the problem. Or they go to therapy just to feel validated, not to grow. That's why your healing is what matters most. Here are some key reminders. 1. You're not crazy. Their manipulation is real, even if it's subtle. 2. Set boundaries. It's okay to say no. You don't owe them unlimited empathy. 3. Protect your energy. Walk away when needed. No explanation required. 4. Stop explaining yourself. You can't logic someone into empathy. 5. Get support. Talk to friends, therapists, or support groups. You're not alone. The most powerful thing you can do is to stop playing the game. You don't have to fix them. You don't have to prove your worth. So that's the truth about covert narcissism, the silent manipulator. They may not be loud. They may not seem harmful. But the damage they cause is real, and the confusion they create is powerful. Recognizing the signs is the first step. The next step is choosing to protect your peace. Thank you for listening to this extended episode of Mirror Mind. If you found it helpful, please like, share, and subscribe. And if you've ever experienced this kind of dynamic, feel free to share your thoughts in the comments. Your story could help someone else. Until next time, take care of your mind and trust your gut.